Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today is April 7th. We're officially 1 week of baseball in the books. We're going over the week series. Let's do it. Hello, everybody. My name is Steven, and this is the middle of the order. A first week series of the year is in the books. We're going to be talking about it today. But before that, I want to make mention for Liam Hendricks. 5 months ago, he was diagnosed with cancer. He started treatments on January 9th, and nearly 3 months later, on April 6th, yesterday, he has rung the bell. He has beat cancer, and it's just great news all around. I get really emotional when it comes to cancer. I've had a lot of people in my life affected by it, so to see anybody beat it the way that he did, it's truly inspiring. It's the work that he put in, going for treatments of chemo and dealing with this, and it's a life-changing thing. So we all are hoping for Liam Hendricks to be back here soon, pitching for the White Sox. All the best. But yeah, it was a great moment for him, ringing the bell yesterday. So I just want to mention that here firsthand before going into the series recap. But with that being said, we are going to be talking about our series recap, the games that just happened. We're going over them, who's winning, who's losing, who's hitting home runs, all of that juicy good stuff. But before that, I just want to I just want to mention that we all live busy lives. Nobody's watching every single baseball game. So if I happen to miss a detail or two in any of my game go-overs or any kind of stat line or something, I apologize. I'm not going to know everything about every team. Obviously, I have my favorite teams. You'll have your favorite teams. So if I don't mention it, apologies. Let me know what I miss in the comments or on social media. Mid_of the order is the best way to do that. But we're just going to dive into it right now. So the week recap happening right now. Let's go. Starting us off, we got the Phillies taking on the Yankees in New York. Game 1, Gleyber Torres, he's going to hit his second home run of the year. The Yankees will score 5 in the 5th inning, including Anthony Rizzo's first home run of the year. The Yankees will take the first game 8-1. Heading to game 2, Kyle Schwarber, he hits a home run in the first. A few innings later, it's Brandon Marsh who goes deep. The Phillies get themselves their first win of the year. They beat the Yankees 4-1. And in game 3, Gleyber Torres drives in 2, and Jose Trevino, he muscles one out in the 7th. And despite a late inning Schwarber bomb in the 9th, the Yankees do hold on. They take the series 2-1. They beat the Phillies 4-2. Moving on, the Pirates are in Boston taking on the Red Sox, and it's Rafael Devers, Yoshida, and Casas who all hit their first home runs of the year in the first inning. For Yoshida, it's his first major league bomb, but the Pirates will rally late thanks to Brian Reynolds, who hits 2 home runs in the game. The Pirates beat the Red Sox 7-6. In game 2, it's Jaquan Bay hitting his first home run of his career. The young rookie for the Pirates gives them the lead. Brian Reynolds gives them some insurance. He goes deep once again. The Pirates will beat Boston 4-1. And in the final game, the Pirates veteran Carlos Santana, he goes yard for his first home run of the year and drives in another run later. Mitch Keller, he goes 7 innings, striking out 7 to help the Pirates sweep the Red Sox. They win it 4-1. Moving on now, it's the Blue Jays who are in Kauffman Stadium taking on the Kansas City Royals, and it's a 4-run fourth and a homer by MJ Melendez is what the Royals need to get their runs going. Jose Barrios doesn't look good at all. Bichette, he homers late, but it's too late. The Royals get their first win of the year. They take it 9-5. In Game 2, it's the Franmil Reyes. He gets a solo shot for the Royals, but it's their only run of the game, while on the other side of the ball, Dalton Varsho, he gets his first home run as a Jay and has a really nice game to boot, throwing at a runner from left field. The Blue Jays will win it 4-1. In the third game, Alek Manoah, he shoves against the Royals. He goes 7 innings. Vlad gets home run number 1 for the Jays. They take it nice, easy game, 3-0. And in the fourth game, it's Matt Chapman, who's been hitting really well. He gets things started with a 2-run double. Kevin Biggio, he hits his first home run of the year. And Vlad goes back-to-back yesterday and the day today. He gets a second home run on back-to-back days. The Jays will win 3 of the 4. They take it 6-3. The Giants are in Chicago taking on the White Sox, and they hit 7 home runs in the first game. Jock Peterson, Michael Conforto, Thayer Estrada, Mike Yastrzemski, and David Villar twice, once being a grand slam, as well as Bryce Johnson. All of them hit home runs for the Giants. Luis Robert Jr., he gets his second of the year, but Kopech, he gives up 7 runs. It doesn't look good. Desclafani goes 6, allowing 3 hits and 4 Ks. White Sox win that one. Giants win that one. And after an off day there, on Tuesday, they get back at it. J.D. Davis, he hit his first home run of the year, but the White Sox will score 3 in the 7th to solidify their win. They take Game 2 7-3. And in the rubber match, the Giants score 7 of the 9 innings. They are blowing out the White Sox. Michael Conforto, Mike Yastrzemski, Sabola, Flores, all of them homer, as well as J.D. Davis, who hits a grand slam in the 9th inning to put the exclamation point on the series as they cruise for a 16-6 win. In total, they hit 13 home runs in the 3-game series, so Giants were hitting the ball well. Tigers and Astros. It's Yordan hitting number 2 on the year for the Astros. Riley Green, he gets his first, but Jose Abreu will double in a run in the 9th. That ties the game at 5. We are going to extras. It is Matt Vierling who hits a 2-run shot in the 11th to put the Tigers up. And despite Yordan being able to drive one of those runs in the bottom of the half, they were not be able to get it done. The Tigers get their first win of the season. Going to Game 2, it's Kyle Tucker. He turns on a pitch in the 4th inning to put the Astros up 2-1. Later in the game, it's Spencer Torkelson who hits a 2-run home run. The Tigers will score 3 in the last 2 innings and take the game 6-3. The Tigers looking for the sweep in Game 3, but Chas McCormick and Kyle Tucker say otherwise. They hit early home runs in this game, and as the game gets later on, Jeremy Pena, he goes deep for his first of the year. The Astros avoid getting swept. They win it 8-2. Guardians and Athletics were in Oakland, and there's a whopping 3,000 people in attendance to watch a Friday on Monday Night Baseball, which we saw the lead get swapped 4 times. Josh Naylor for the Guardians and Ramon Laureano for the A's. They both go yard. Cleveland scores 3 in the 8th to take the lead back, but it is Seth Brown who hits a 2-run shot in the bottom of the 9th to tie the game, which we'll need extras for. Cleveland will score 2 in the 10th, but Oakland can only get 1 in their half of the 10th. Cleveland takes the game. They beat it 12-11. In Game 2, it's a much lower scoring game. Oakland ties it at 3 in the 6th, and that score would remain until the 9th, just before another extra innings game. Tony Kemp, he drives one to right, walk-off single. Oakland beats the Guardians 4-3. And in the rubber match, Oakland is down 4-1 in the 8th, but Jesus Aguilar, he hits a 3-run home run. We will be tied at 4, and this game will also head to extras, where once again the Guardians will score 2 in the top of the 10th, and the A's can't even score 1. Cleveland takes the series. They beat Oakland 6-4. Baltimore and Texas, the Oilers and the Rangers. Kyle Bradish, he gets the start for the Baltimore, but it didn't last long. He took a ball 104 miles an hour off his foot and had to leave the game. But Tyler Wells, he came in and he didn't allow a hit in 5 innings. Gunnar Henderson and Jorge Mateo, they hit solo shots, and that's all Baltimore needed, as the Rangers could only get 1 hit in the game. The O's win it 2-0. In Game 2, Baltimore scores 5 in the second with the help of a 3-run shot from Ryan Mountcastle. Adolis Garcia and Nathaniel Lau both hit their first home runs of the year for the Rangers. Mateo, he gets his second. He goes back-to-back days. And the O's take another one. They win it 7-2. Baltimore looking for the sweep in Game 3 and will call up their top pitching prospect in Grayson Rodriguez to face the best pitcher in the game in Jacob deGrom. The Rangers will score 2 early off of Rodriguez before he can even settle down. Josh Jung later homers in the game to help the Rangers avoid being swept. deGrom, he gets 11 Ks in 6 innings and only allowed 2 hits, while Rodriguez for his debut goes 5 innings, allowing 2 runs on 4 hits and struck out 5. The Rangers will win it 5-2. Heading to the West Coast, it's the Angels and the Mariners. Ohtani breaks the 2-2 tie in the 5th with a 2-run shot. Taylor Ward, he goes deep in the 8th, and the Angels will win Game 1 7-3. And in Game 2, it's the new guys for the Mariners, Teoscar Hernandez and A.J. Pollock. They're trying to cement themselves in Mariners culture. They both hit 2 home runs each. Together, they have 9 of the Mariners' 11 runs, and they get an easy win, 11-2. And in Game 3, it's the Angels prospect catcher Logan O'Hoppe. He gets a key home run in the 2nd for his 2nd home run of the year, and with the unicorn known as Shohei driving in another run and pitching 6 innings where he only allows 3 hits, the Angels will take the series and beat the Mariners. They win it 4-3. Back to the East Coast, it's the Twins and the Marlins. Game 1 here, Max Kepler, he hits a leadoff bomb, and that is later followed by a Joey Gallo 3-run home run for his 3rd of the year. Trevor Larnach and Ryan Jeffers also go deep in Miami. It's held to 1 run. The Twins take it 11-1. In Game 2, it is Sandy Day. Garcia, he hits a solo shot for the only run in this one. Kenta Maeda, he was back on the mound for the first time since 2021 due to Tommy John surgery, and went 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, and struck out 9 in his loss to the Marlins. Sandy Alcantara goes the full 9 already in the year, complete game shutout. Miami wins it 1-0. Rubber match Game 3, it's Pablo Lopez going up against his former team, and it's going to start with some bad news for the Marlins as Jazz leaves the game in the 1st inning after sliding into 2nd awkwardly. But the Marlins still come out swinging. Jorge Soler, he hits 2 home runs in the game, and Jesus Luzardo, he goes 7 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, while Lopez for the Twins, he goes 7 innings pitched, punching out 8. At the end of the day, though, Marlins will take it. The Twins will lose. Marlins win 5-2. Rays and Nationals. Luke Raley hits his first 2 home runs of the year. Isaac Paredes also gets 1 for the Rays, while Yeimer Candelario hits 1 late in the game for the Nationals, but by that time, it is too little, too late. Drew Rasmussen does his job, going 6 innings, only allowing 2 hits. The Rays will win 6-2. In Game 2, both teams start hot. They score 4 each in the first 2 innings. Flash forward to the ninth, the Nationals are up 1, and it's Luke Raley and Josh Lau who hit back-to-back home runs for the Rays, and a few batters later, Yandy Diaz goes deep as well. They score 5 in the ninth to beat the Nats again, 10-6. And in Game 3, the Rays looking for a sweep to remain undefeated. Wander Franco, he hits his first home run of the year. It's a 2-run shot. And later on, Harold Ramirez gets his first later in the game. The Rays, they stay undefeated. The only team to be undefeated. They sweep the Nats and take Game 3. They win it 7-2. Braves and Cardinals, two really good teams here. And some of the Braves' core hitters, Ronald Acuna, Austin Riley, Ozzie Albies all hit home runs in the first game. They lift the Braves over the Cardinals. Goldschmidt will get his first of the year late, but it is too little too late. The Braves win it 8-4. In Game 2, it's Austin Riley who homers again, as well as Orlando Arcia. The Braves take another one. They win that one 4-1. And in the third game, it's Jordan Walker, the Cardinals' top prospect. He hits his first home run of his career, but it was a little too late as the Braves had already scored 5 runs, including a home run from Matt Olson. The Braves will go on to sweep the Cardinals. They win it 5-2. The Mets and the Brewers, and what a series this was. The Mets can only muster 3 hits off of Freddie Peralta, while the Brewers score 10. It's Brian Anderson, he hits his first home run as a Brewer, and Bryce Terung, the Brewers rookie prospect, he gets his first career MLB home run, which is also a grand slam. The Brewers score 10, they shut out the Mets, they win it 10-0. In Game 2, it's the Brewers who go back to back off Max Scherzer, Ray Tellez, Brian Anderson, Garrett Mitchell, back-to-back home runs off of Max Scherzer. And then later on, it's Brian Anderson and Garrett Mitchell who go back-to-back again in the next inning for a total of 5 home runs. Wade Miley and the bullpen keep the Mets quiet for another shutout. The Brewers win Game 2 9-0. And in Game 3, after outscoring the Mets 19-0 in the first 2 games, Joey Weimer hits his first career home run, a 3-run shot. Pete Alonso, he hits 2 home runs in the game, and that will give the Mets the lead. But a Jesse Winker double and another home run from Garrett Mitchell gives the Brewers another win. They sweep the Mets. They take it 7-6. Cubs and the Reds, Game 1. It's Cody Bellinger. His first Cub home run is crushed to right, a 3-run shot, but it's Jason Bolser and his 3-shot of his own that gives the Reds the lead and leads them to victory. The Reds will win 7-6. And in Game 2, it's TJ Friedl and Jason Volser who hit home runs early for the Reds, but the Cubs will rally late. They score 11 runs in the last 4 innings, including a 6-run 7th, to beat the Reds 12-5. This was a 3-game series, but Mother Nature does its job. It rains on Wednesday. They can't play the game. That game is rescheduled for September 1st. Rockies and Dodgers in a little 2-game series, and it is Chris Taylor, Jason Hayward, and Will Smith who all homer in that game. The Dodgers' 7-run 5th guides them to a 13-4 win. And in the second game, it is Will Smith and Jason Hayward again who homer, as well as Max Muncy. Things get kind of close at the end, but the Dodgers will hold on. They'll win 5-2. And finally, the D-backs at the Padres. It is Juan Soto who gets the game started with a 2-run shot for his first of the year. Corbin Carroll, he hits his first of the year, tie the game at 3 in the 7th. Evan Longoria, he gets a go-ahead home run in the 9th, but it is David Dahl and Ha-Sung Kim who go back-to-back solo shots to beat the Diamondbacks. They walk it off 5-4. And in the second game, Nelson Cruz and Xander Bogaerts, they both hit home runs, but the D-backs will score 4 in the 8th, including Rojas stealing home. Grisham will homer in the 9th, but it won't be enough. The D-backs split with the Padres, their 2-gamer, 8-6 D-backs. So yeah, four sweeps in the baseball world this week. A lot of almost sweeps, but the Pirates, the Braves, the Rays, and the Brewers all sweep. The Brewers sweeping the Mets is probably the big thing. The Mets haven't been playing too great to start their year off. Neither have the Cardinals, who got swept by the Braves. And the Rays still looking very good. Of course, they played the Nationals and who else did they play? Blanking on that, who they opened up the series with. But it wasn't the Tigers, I believe. Yeah, Tigers and Nationals, who aren't the best teams in the world, but the Rays are doing what they have to do. They are 6-0, the only team who hasn't lost yet. All other teams have won and lost a game by now, except for the Rays, who remain undefeated. First thing we're going to be talking about is the milestones. There was a lot of milestones hit this week. Starting off with Yordan Alvarez, he hits his 100th home run of his career, which is, impressive to the least. That guy has come up a few years ago, and all he has done is hit home runs. He is young, and he's already at 100. He's definitely going to hit a lot in his career. So congratulations, Yordan. Kyle Schwarber, he gets his 200th, which is crazy because Schwarber's been around, man. It's been like 2015 since he was a rookie, and with the Cubs, the Nationals, the Red Sox, he's bounced around from team to team. So Kyle Schwarber, 200 home runs. Congratulations, Kyle. And Elvis Andrus, he's been around for a long time. He gets his 2,000th hit. It's pretty impressive when you think about it. He's been around the game. Big Texas Ranger, White Sox, Oakland A. So congratulations, Andrus. And there's a lot of other milestones that are getting close to for a lot of players. So I'm sure we'll have some more milestones to congratulate throughout the season. But Alvarez, Schwarber, Andrus, all hit milestones in this week. So just wanted to touch upon that kind of quickly, give them a shout out. The hard work they've put in for their teams. Like Andrus, he's a contact guy, so those hits, they definitely add up. And Schwarber and Alvarez, those power guys, power lefties, go deep a lot. So congratulations, guys. Moving on, it is the game of the week, and we are going for the Padres and the Diamondbacks. Their first game, Padres won it 5-4. What made this game special? Juan Soto homers, and whenever Juan Soto hits a home run, it's pretty exciting. That put the Padres up 2-0. It was a 2-run shot. And then in the very next inning for the Diamondbacks, they get those 2 runs back. It's Nick Ahmed single, Gabriel Morano. He grounds into a double play, but a run still scores. They would tie it there. But then in the bottom of the second, Manny Machado, he singles, and Juan Soto goes to third, root net Odor. He scores. The Padres would take the lead 3-2, and they would hold it until the top of the 7th, where Rookie of the Year favorite Corbin Carroll, he hits his first home run. It's a line drive to right field. That tied the game at 3. And from there, it went to the top of the 9th, where Evan Longoria, the longtime vet, he hits a home run. That put the Diamondbacks up 4-3, so all they had to do was get the 3 outs in the bottom of the 9th. And then David Dahl and Ha-Seong Kim go back-to-back. Padres fans are ecstatic in the stadium. Ha-Seong Kim, he hits a walk-off home run. And anytime you can do that, it is extremely exciting. In terms of pitchers, Tim Hill, he got the win, and McGough got the loss for the Diamondbacks. He didn't record an out. He gave up 2 hits. He gave up 2 home runs in the 9th. So not the best day at the office for him. That is your game of the week. Moving on, it is time for hot and colds. Who is hot? Who's cold? Who had good series? Who had not good series? Starting off with the hot, it is Brian Reynolds for the Pirates. He went 7 for 12. He scored 5 runs, hit 5 RBIs. He walked once and hit 3 home runs against Boston. He helped the Pirates sweep them. Moving on, it's the next Brian Anderson, spelled the names differently, one with a Y, one with an I. Brian Anderson, he goes 6 for 10. Scoring 5 runs. He hit 9 RBIs. He had a walk as well and crushed 3 home runs. That was pretty impressive against the Mets. He was able to sweep them that way. Moving on, it's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for the Blue Jays. He goes 8 for 17 in the series, scoring 4 runs, 3 RBIs, 2 walks, and 2 home runs. Don't let Vlad get hot because he will carry that team. Gleyber Torres with the Yankees. He's 6 for 9, 2 runs, 4 RBIs, 4 walks, and a home run. And Ronald Acuna Jr., he's 7 for 12, 5 runs, 3 RBIs, a walk, and a home run. Moving on to the cold side of things, Brandon Belt, Blue Jays vet that they acquired. He is 0 for 12 with 8 strikeouts. And Nick Eaton in the same series, Nick Eaton with the Royals, he's 0 for 11 with 7 Ks. So they had a hard time reading the ball. Nicholas Castellanos for those Phillies, he's 0 for 11 with 6 strikeouts in the week. Mark Canha for the Mets, he's 0 for 12, 3 strikeouts. And Tom Murphy with Seattle, he's 0 for 8, 5 Ks. So those are your hot and your cold players. Now it's time for outstanding performances, and the first obvious outstanding performance is Sandy Alcantara. He goes 9 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. It's a complete game shutout. I mean, it's the second game of the year, and he's already done that. He led the league last year in complete game shutouts, and he's already off to a good start here, getting his first in April. Alek Manoah against the Royals, he went 7 innings pitched, allowed only 1 hit. He did walk 4, and he was able to strike out 5. He got the win there. And finally, Drew Rasmussen with the Rays. He goes 6 innings pitched, only allowing 2 hits, 7 strikeouts, and the win there. There was a lot of good performances by some starting pitchers this week. You want to touch upon Tyler Wells again, 5 innings pitched in relief. No hits allowed for Baltimore, which is pretty impressive. And obviously, shout out again Grayson Rodriguez for his MLB debut. Not as outstanding as some of these performances, but still for him it's a very special moment. As well as a lot of guys hitting their first MLB home runs in this week. Bryce Terang, Jaquan Bay, Yoshida. There's a few others, but we're getting to a point where a lot of the young guys here are hitting their first Major League home runs, so it's always exciting to see there. Another talking point, Anthony Rendon. During that first series where the Angels were in Oakland, Angels were walking down their tunnel after a game, and Rendon picked out a fan that said something to him. He didn't like it, kind of swung at him. And it was really just kind of a bad look for Rendon. I mean, the guy hasn't really played all that much with the Angels. He's either been hurt or suspended or whatever it was. But speaking of suspension, Anthony Rendon, for those actions, does get suspended. He gets suspended for 5 games. And I mean, this guy used to be one of the most underrated players in the game. And now he just isn't really around. He's getting hurt. He's getting suspended. He's really signed that contract with the Angels and then hasn't been a big factor in anything helping the team move forward and try to push for a playoff run. But it's, it is what it is. 5 games, no Rendon for the Angels. They do sit pretty atop the AL West. They're 4-2, as well as Texas, who is also 4-2. Houston being 3-4. Oakland is 2-4, and the Mariners sit in last place in that division. They're 3-5. AL Central, the Guardians, they're up 5-2, 5 wins, 2 losses. Twins are in second, White Sox in third, Tigers in fourth, and Royals in fifth. In the AL East Division, the Rays, who are still 6-0, Yankees in second, Jays in third, Baltimore in fourth, and Boston in fifth. In the NL East, the Braves are first in the division. They're 3 games up over Miami, who is in second. The Mets are third, Phillies and Nationals. Phillies is fourth, Nationals fifth. Both of them only have 1 win to their name. In the Central, the Brewers, after sweeping the Mets, they're atop 5-1. Pirates are second, Reds third, Cubs fourth, and the Cardinals, who everyone thought was going to run away with the division, find themselves fifth after the first week of baseball. And in the NL West, it is the Dodgers who are taking the division. Giants are second, Arizona in third, Colorado fourth, and surprisingly, the Padres are fifth, even though Arizona, Colorado, San Diego, they all have the same record at 3-4. So there's a little standings update for you guys. Looking into the future, the next series, the weekend series, we've got the Astros taking on the Twins, the Royals taking on the Giants, the Rangers taking on the Cubs, the Blue Jays taking on the Angels, the Reds taking on the Phillies, Boston and Detroit. They got things started yesterday on Thursday. Oakland and Tampa Bay. So Tampa should be able to hold on to that undefeated streak for a little longer. Miami and the Mets, the Mariners and the Guardians, White Sox and Pirates, Yankees and Orioles, Cardinals and Brewers, Padres and Braves, Dodgers and D-backs, and the Nationals and the Rockies. Some of those series got started yesterday and will be a 4-game series. We'll be talking about those Monday. But there was also a lot of rain yesterday. The Marlins and Mets, the Reds, Phillies, Yankees, Orioles, and Astros Twins all was supposed to be 4-game series. All 4 of those games were postponed yesterday due to rain. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of the games will be 4-game sets for the Monday episode. We'll talk about those when we get there. But that in itself will wrap up this episode here. 4 sweeps, milestones hit. Just a good week of baseball. First week of baseball is in the books. Liam Hendricks, again, just want to shout out to him. All the prayers and love. His wife and him had life-changing events happen to him for the last few months. And, really special for him. And I'm hoping to see him on the field real soon. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Once again, you can leave any feedback in the comment section or on social media, Instagram and Twitter at mid_of_the_order. Thank you guys for listening, and I will see you guys Monday. Peace.